Hi guys, welcome to the Channel of Love. Okay, I'm going to be doing a weekend reading. It's a bit early, it's Thursday, but I am I'm nipping off for like the weekend for 48 hours. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get on. And also I'd like to see what the energy is going to be like for this weekend. I'm off to get myself some Amsterdam vibes. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be a chill time, but I've got some early flights, so I want to try and get down to the airport tonight. So let's get a weekend reading out. I've got the Rider-Waite. Let's see what the energies, just what it's looking like. Okay, let's see if we can get a story together. We have got the transition here. Now my pack was upside down, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So I saw the transition, it came out upside down, which made me feel maybe it's the end now of this transition and it's time to move on to your legacy. So this is about knowing what prosperity is for you. Okay, let's get some more. I've got the cards up the right way now. So coming out of this transitional phase, moving towards your abundance. Well, it's long term. Things are happening quickly. So this is going to happen really quite quickly. We've got the Eight of Wands. So there is going to be some movement here. Where we'd stay Thursday. So this really is a reading. The current energy going up to Monday. Passion's been ignited. The universe is offering this, well, the universe is igniting the legacy. Okay. We just go with what comes out. It's for the King of Pentacles. It's the legacy. Look, it's the security, the stability, plus the passion. The King of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, so of the same suit. King of Pentacles going through the transition. And I'm still going to take note of that Ten of Pentacles that was the bottom of the deck. Why have I put it over there? Okay, Mr. Pentacles, why have I put you over there? Let's pull one for over here then. Partnerships. Moving towards that Ten of Pentacles, now working in partnerships with like-minded people. I'm trying to think what I actually said to describe that card. Understanding. About understanding the direction that you're going in now. You must do, because the Eight of Wands is here and that Five of Pentacles is upside down, which means there's no kind of in and ahhing anymore. Yeah, the King of Swords, he doesn't and ah. He knows. He thinks very logically, strategically. I've got that word out today. Struggle with that word. He's in his head though. The King of Swords can be mental conflict. I've got the postman coming. And they would be knocking, wouldn't they? Sorry, guys. Hey.
Hey up.
Hi, how are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you.
Have a good day. See you later. Bye. Oh, you have a... Guys, you have a visitor. How long have you been there? I've removed you twice now. Are you just going to sit there like the queen? You want to be the queen of the castle? Okay. I had to kick her down. Before, she was just sitting over there before I turned the camera on. But as long as she doesn't play up, she can stay there. She's definitely not getting on me. She's molting. Can you stop wagging your tail, darling? I haven't removed you, have I? A juggling act here. It's the infinity symbol, but I believe that this masculine here is now remaining balanced. Things are quite choppy, but it's like he's got control of this now. We've got one more gap until we get to this King of Pentacles. And there's the Queen of Pentacles. That's balancing. Good girl. I'm sorry. You've been outside. You're wet. Not as wet as, when was it, yesterday? We've got the Queen and we've got the King of Pentacles. Okay. Balancing out the two now. I'm going to pull one more row. I'm putting that Five of Pentacles upside down. I don't normally do reversals, but I know when to take note. Ace of Pentacles. Well, this is all about the Pentacles now, okay? The security. This is about things happening now in the physical. It's in your material world. It's not to do with being in your head or coming from your heart, as in just being in this emotion of love. This is actually things happening in the physical now. It's a bit dark in here. That's a bit better. There's the universe. There's the hand there that's offering. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles got stuck to my elbow. Sorry. It looked like she was going to be scooting off somewhere. Let's have a look. Intuition, the High Priestess. And then we have the Eight of Cups. There's a masculine here in the void. He's leaving the Eight of Cups. You walking towards the Two. You come to the Nine of Cups first, but I've just stated this isn't about finding your stability as in emotions. This is more about deciding what to do in the physical, which means that there's a lot of work that's already been done. You get to the Nine of Cups. So we're at that stage where you can go on to the Ten of Cups. I said he was going on to the... I didn't feel he was going to the Nine. It's more going to the Ten of Pentacles. Which means that fulfillment... When it comes to matters of the heart, this decision's been made. This is about this King of Pentacles desires, wishes coming true. Because that's a wish fulfilled card, the Nine of Cups. That's about fulfilling your wishes. Not anybody else, but doing what you want to do, okay? Following your heart, following your own intuition. There's your abundance. Following the intuition. To the Two of Cups, which would be spiritual union. That would be with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. But it's not just based on love. This is this masculine here. It is his wish that's going to be fulfilled with this Queen of Pentacles. But it's more about the longevity of the connection, the relationship. Oh, okay, we're going to leave it there. Bottom of the deck. Masculine energy here. This is about reward, recognition, feeling worthy and going after. Feeling quite proud here. The Six of Wands has been coming out a lot. Especially over this week. Okay. Right, let's get some clarification. I've got the Tarot Mucha. Let's have a look at this reversal of this Five of Pentacles. So I want to say coming out of the transition now. Again, the universe is saying, take it now, it's in the physical, it's here for the taking. This is manifested now into the reality. Eight of Wands happening quickly. Communication, travel, relocation. It's just really things happening quickly. For the Empress. Now, my elbow caught the Queen of Pentacles and I said, where's she off to? Things happening quickly for the Empress. That's the Divine Feminine's energy. That'd be the Queen of Pentacles here. And we have passion has been ignited. So, again, it's the universe offering this passion. Passion and prosperity. This is about being unhappy, bored and discontented. There's a feminine on here. I've already said twice now about where's this feminine off to. But she's bored, but the passion is going to be ignited here. The universe is giving this opportunity of passion. Oh, she's caught to my elbow again. Well, we're going to have to delve a bit deeper into the Divine Feminine's energy here. Because she's carrying a burden. I think this is a different story. I feel it's a different story. But not. She's carrying a burden, and it's kind of clarifying this partnership, meaning that she's bored and discontented, I want to say. Seeing as she's the Queen of Pentacles, she's wanting security. So it's kind of like going alone. But she's also refusing to see what the universe is offering, which is love. There's a cup of love there. There's 3 cups on the ground. They're not knocked over. But she is just pondering on them, but she's refusing to really see what the universe is offering. It's offering love, passion and prosperity for the Empress. The burden of the partnership. This is like an apprentice. Why are all the cards sticking to my elbow? Right, I'm going to keep my elbows in. This King of Swords, I said he was in his head. It's 1, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, he's in his head. He's in love. Why am I using these cards again? I don't know. I've lost it a bit now with this, haven't I? No, it's fine. We can stick with it. At least we found out why he's in his head. I think we're going to go back to this feminine energy here. I don't know. We've got the masculine. Bringing in the balance of giving and receiving. Maybe being a bit too generous. I just feel with that, being a bit too generous, because the first card that came out was kind of getting through the loss, and now the abundance comes in. Once you've surrendered and you accept loss as being just a natural part of the life cycle, really, our journey, the abundance comes in. This reading is jumping from energies. Right, okay, what cards am I using? These. Let's have a look at jumping from energies, and we're on the the juggling here of the energy between this Queen of Pentacles and this King of Pentacles. The truthfulness, cutting out things that no longer serve, but also facing the truth or speaking the truth. The Queen of Swords, she's very truthful and blunt and honest, transparent. Queen of Pentacles, something's happening quickly. There's a King of Cups coming in. Something's happening quickly for the Queen of Pentacles, but I feel like she's on her way somewhere. And the King of Cups. This is declaring your love. My elbows are sticking again. There's that fish there. It's like jumping from the two. It's like two cups he's holding there. Or he holds a torch for her. Could be, because we've got the Ace of Wands. That came out yesterday, about the torch. So, holds a torch for her. Let's look at this King of Pentacles, what he's up to, because it looks to me as if this feminine, this divine feminine, we've got the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, most definitely the divine feminine's energy. I'm not sure if it's a divine masculine's energy or another masculine that's coming in. I think it's a divine masculine. Judgment. Yeah, the divine masculine will be the only person who'll be feeling judgment from the divine feminine. Her truthfulness and her transparency. But there's a love now. Well, there's a love now. I'm not saying there was never a love, but the love's here and it looks like it wants to be declared. Let's look at this final row. This reading's going to take a bit of unraveling. But I really feel that the universe is making available to the divine masculine and the divine feminine this opportunity to have this in the physical, this connection, which is love, passion, security, commitment. But just as the divine masculine awakens to his love and wants to declare it, it looks as if the divine feminine is moving on. The Devil. I felt like they wanted to say, don't say that. And it's like, yes, but that's what... the Devil. Hey. It's that she-devil again, holding those lovers in her palms. Right, we've got the Devil at play. Haven't seen the Devil for a while. No. Intuition, the High Priestess, following your intuition. This is about wrapping up cycles so that new ones can begin. There could be a devilish energy here to the divine feminines. This feeling of freedom, of actually finally being able to wrap up cycles and follow your intuition. There is a freedom to that, but because of this element of being bored and burdened with the feminine, we have devilish energy that's shown up. So the masculine here, the Void, left those Eight of Cups, so a decision's been made. He's on his way somewhere, but where? Now, the Nine of Cups has already been fulfilled, which is an understanding of what your fulfillment of wishes are. And I'm going to say the masculine here has decided it's love, which makes your Ten of Cups. Let's have a look at the Eight of Cups here. Sweet Pea, you can't come up, darling. I'm not going to stop reading either. Go and lay somewhere else. Good girl. Right, this is for the Void. yeah, needs to make a decision now. So I said a decision had been made to leave the 8 anyway, and now we hit the 7. This masculine's retracked his steps to make the choice again. That would be why there's the fear of judgment here. 9 of Pentacles, that would be the Divine Feminine single energy. 9 of Cups. Wishes, fulfilling your wishes. Okay, you're now going on to the 10 of Cups, which means you're going towards that missing 1. You've got it here. And it's like it wants to be declared. Let's look at this 9 of Cups. That's a soulmate card. Okay, so there's a story. That's what I'm going to say, is as the masculine awakens to this love and wishes to declare it to the Divine Feminine, the Empress, there's a strong possibility that she has started to walk away. I know. Can't keep jumping up though, darling. Good girl. What's the bottom of the decks? Oh, the Strength card of the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine together. And the King of Cups. It's this king knowing what he's wanting now. Okay, let's get into some oracle cards then and see what the universe says is going on. I think that's best. Okay. It's a bit all over the place, this reading. Actually, I was thinking about doing a Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading, but when I think too much into it, that's when the recording doesn't kind of take off first time. So I'm leaving it as it comes out, as screwed up as it may seem. Okay. Oh, the songs come to my mind now. It's a sad, sad situation. Okay. Come on, it's nearly the weekend. No sadness. Just fun. Let's get some oracle. What am I going to use? I'll tell you what I can use, as I feel the masculines want to delve more deeper into the feminine energy. And rightly so. If it's on the cards that they want to declare their love and the feminine could be walking away, I think, you know, you'd want to know that. I would. And I got these cards, the Chakra Wisdom Tarot guidebook, the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. And I just had some new ones through, but I'm not going to open them up because I know that I think they're the sexual magic tarot, and I'm not sure if I want to tap into that. But they are distracting me because I think that's what Mr. Postman delivered. I was only thinking this morning is like, where are they? Because I did order them. But the order I did put in, the 2 items have arrived today. So there you go. Right, I need to focus. These Chakra Wisdom Tarot cards are very feminine orientated. When I first got them, I will not lie to you, but it hasn't come up on the cards to speak about. When I first got them and I was playing with them, it was showing that abundance was coming in for the Divine Feminine, and she was moving on, okay, looking for true love. Okay, so options open. There was no, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no expected outcome, and it was a handing over, going with the flow and understanding that Divine will be bringing in this abundance and the love and the passion. It was a surrender. So, because I always seems to be the masculine energy I'm tapping into, it's quite hard to use these cards, but it seems that today's the day. Cool, let's just do it. Let's have a look and see what these cards, they are beautiful. I've only played with them a couple of times though, but the messages are really interesting to tap into the feminine energy. So I was saying yesterday about how the roles are reversed. I remember when the Divine Feminines were in this this point, this point where you're curious, you're wanting to know more, and then there was this surrender, and it seemed then that the energy shift to the masculine's energy. So Four of Cups. These 3 cups are knocked over now, and Divine is dangling this cup in front of this feminine here. So it's from the heart chakra. It's green here. The 6 of Wands, wanting reward, recognition, really going after her glory. And with it being violet, it's more of a knowing and awareness of her worth as the Empress here. Like there's no reason to be burdened down, discontented or bored. The Wheel of Fortune, so the wheel's about to turn, destiny. Again, it's from the heart chakra. She has options, and they're all flying above her head. Like I said, the universe is offering the abundance, the passion. You had the cup coming in. There is the sword at the top. I mean, we don't really want the swords too much in a reading, apart from being open, honest, and truthful. As my elbow sticks to that King of Cups there. It's the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel will turn for the feminine. See, there's no masculines that have come out as of yet from this deck. The 3 of Wands. It's waiting for the manifestation. It's waiting for Divine really to deliver. This is being yellow, it's the solar plexus, which is your I can succeed. It's about moving on. Let's get one more. Ace of Wands. Passion's been ignited. It's like she's the star of the show here. In the spotlight. Looks like she's off to some ball. It's about being grounded, but I just feel so much passion with this card here. I'm not opening up those cards. Ace of Coins. Ace of Wands, Ace of Coins again. It's there dangling. She's got the wand in this hand, and now she's just waiting for the prosperity. If she aligns herself, it would just come in. It's like it's coming in on a shooting star, on some kind of comet. There's just all roses here surrounding her. There's a big one in her hair as well. Oh, that's a good. Let's get one more. It's the end of this boredom and discontentment for the Divine Feminine. She's going to be rewarded, recognised. The wheel's going to turn. Her destiny's going to, it's kind of like her destiny's going to fall into her lap. Oh yeah, that's quite relevant, seeing as she's sitting there kind of waiting for a harvest. It's like it just falls into her lap. Oh, as the cat jumps onto my lap. Come on. Everyone's freaking me out now. Can you come down, please, darling? Because you are white, mostly, and I am black, mostly. Princess of Swords. Following her heart and following Divine. Got the sword here. She's glancing sideways, so she's not really needing to direct or watch where she's going. She's being divinely guided here. So look what the bottom of the deck is. Eight of Cups. Here's the feminine here walking away. It's like she's leaving hell. But we have the masculine walking away as well. So really it's where are they both off to? But she's coming out of hell. Lily, this reading really wants to be kind of stopped, doesn't it? But hey. Right. Now I'm going to get some Oracle because they are kind of Tarot. At least I've got to use them cards. Those sexual magic can wait for maybe a late night session. When that kind of energy is in the air. I don't think we're going to use it today. Now, what do I want to have? Let's have a look at A Journey of Love. And I'm going to pull one for the masculine and the feminine energy. Keep it tidy today. With the best of my ability, anyway. Right, let's get a card for each side. Each side. They're not really on a side each. This reading is just really jumbled up, okay? I'm trying to have to remember the flow of how it's going. So, let's have a look at this. We'll call the feminine over on this side, just because the masculine really did show himself as the King of Pentacles over here. Let's get a card for the feminine energy. This top one here is for the masculine. Okay, that's cool. I've got a really itchy nose. I've got to look at the card first. Divine Feminine. Lily, you're very persistent. Come over this way and not on the keys. You're a good girl. And we're going to go down again. It's like having a little toddler. And no. Persistent. She doesn't want to be told. Seed of the Heart. So this is for the feminine's energy. Okay. Within each one of us is a divine seed of love waiting to blossom into fullness. We don't always know what type of blossom we shall be, however, and sometimes if we try to figure it out in advance, the blossoming itself can cause us anxiety, pain or fear, because it is taking us in an unknown, unexpected direction. We may even feel that the direction we are heading is away from our life path and purpose, as if that were even possible. The seed in the heart arises as guidance when we are unfolding in a new manifestation of the divine light within. It comes as encouragement to trust, to surrender, to allow, and to be as open, unthinking, and ready for the unexpected as possible. A plant just needs the right conditions to grow healthy, and if you have ever seen a blade of grass pushing up through a crack in a pavement, then you'll know that when something is meant to grow to the light, it will do so, even against the most apparently insurmountable odds. This oracle brings you guidance. The right conditions are being brought to you. The most perfect support for your own, let me turn the page, come on, for your own divine blossoming. Trust. Know that the seed in your heart knows how to grow and life supports it. It is also a sign that something in your relationships is sprouting, a new energy. Don't be afraid to try new ways of relating now as your life energy supports it. Okay. Here's the poem. When sky can imagine, the dark awake in awe light pervades, and bears the vast tranquil mystery, softly caressing the blue, bold birth. So it's going to be, it's the Divine Feminine's time to blossom, harvest time. This oracle brings you guidance. The right conditions are being brought to you. The most perfect support for your own divine blossoming. Okay. Let's look what the Divine Masculine's got. Acceptance. 55. What's going on with my elbows today? Okay. I don't know what's wrong. What's different about the layout? It's like you're further away. Okay. 55. Okay, Divine Masculines, this one's for you. You have offered yourself, asked to be of service to the greater good, created something that you want to contribute towards a healing of our world, and your offer has been gratefully accepted by the Divine. Know this and be at peace. This oracle brings you a message. You are completely received, accepted by the Divine just as you are. There is nothing to change, just you to be. You have made an offering of a prayer, a sacrifice of an attachment, and a giving of a desire to be of service, to make a contribution to the world, and your offer is joyfully being transformed. This oracle brings you a message. You are completely received, accepted by the Divine just as you are. There is nothing to change, just you to be. You have made an offering of a prayer, a sacrifice of an attachment, and a giving of a desire to be of service, to make a contribution to the world, and your offer is joyfully being transformed into the seeds of how this can best be. Your next step is about to begin. So there's the seed. The message for the feminine was to expect, really, the unexpected. Okay? And you have made an offering of a prayer, of a sacrifice to an attachment, and a giving of a desire to be of service, to make a contribution to the world, and your offer is joyfully being transformed into the seeds of how this can best be. Your next step is about to begin. Let me just turn the page kind of ready for the poem. Shall we find some sunshine amongst the cloudy days? A gentle touch that softly warms and leads us on our way, past stately oaks and candles glow, and places we've never been, a friend to share the memories before it's home again. What's next? I'm going to pull an oracle of shadows and light. She's very unsettled, Lily. Lily? I'm going to pull one for the masculine side first. Sura Mermaid, your sensuality is beautiful. This is about being in love with the feminine. Okay, let's pull one for the feminine. Don't make me go and get those sexual magic. You know I want to. I so want to. I'm rather an impatient person. So, Lady with a Bosch egg, ancient wisdom. And Death and the Maiden, invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. This card is about trust, whether the Divine Feminine can trust the Divine Masculine, whether it's true love, that's what I want to say. So, let's read the Sewer Mermaid, 25. And seeing the beauty within themselves with the Divine Masculine's energy. Learning to love themselves. About the Sewer Mermaid. When the Sewer Mermaid swims in, she is here to remind... I'm really bummed up. It's all my coffee gone now. Okay. Oh, she's crying on here. You can see. When the Sewer Mermaid swims in, she is here to remind you of the treasures you have that you may have labelled bad and perhaps even pushed away, forced underneath. We often have negative thoughts that we are too short, too tall, our thighs too large, our breasts too small, our hair not right, our face not pretty enough. We speak to ourselves in negative ways and we begin to feel we are not good enough. And when this takes place, the result can be that we begin to create negative expressions. Oh, negative experiences or expressions, me agreeing that my hair, let's not go there, especially when the rain's out. It's good. I've learnt to just accept it now. Okay. We speak to ourselves in negative ways and we begin to feel we are not good enough. And when this takes place, the result can be that we begin to create negative experiences, blockages and difficulties. We push people away rather than attract them. We hide for fear that what others see will not be good enough. But this mermaid of the hidden spaces is here to show you that your dark thoughts have told you lies about your great beauty. You are your own self, and all that you are is perfect, whole and complete. The Sewer Mermaid says that you may try to push her away and refuse to believe that you are beautiful, but when you are ready, she will swim to you and free you from all the harmful negative thoughts and experiences, all the sewage. You will begin to believe that no matter what, you are a beautiful being, healthy, attractive, and one who deserves love, respect, and affection. So the Sewer Mermaid speaks. I'm here to show you how to believe in yourself, that you are attractive, beautiful, and worthy of love and respect. I will show you how to see your body as a place of health, delight, and strength, and I will never die or go away, no matter what you have been told, no matter what you have told yourself, and no matter what your society has told you. Let's clean up your physical and mental acts. Let's love all aspects of the physical self. Let us not criticise and hate ourselves, no matter our size, shape, or differences. We are all unique expressions of the divine, and that truth most certainly applies to you. Let us not be ashamed anymore. Let us celebrate who we are and learn to love the differences and be grateful for all that we are, have, and will be. That's beautiful. It comes in with yesterday's message from the... we'll pull one again from there today, the angel messages. It was about your beauty, wasn't it? Your inner beauty. And I picked up on how the feminine now can appreciate her beauty and acceptance. And it's just now for the masculine to do that. Just to see how beautiful they are. And we said yesterday, you know, that being soul deep and it would just shine through. Okay. It's like, how can you expect anyone else to love you if you don't love yourself? So, warts and all. Or hair and... we all have things that we don't really like about us. But I said, Jesse, you're just going to have to, unless you really want to to pay to change it, but I still don't think that you would find your happiness. And you can kind of see examples of where that goes extremely wrong. You just, you know, this is your home, this is where you live, this keeps your soul safe, so love it. Divination message: part of you that is natural and beautiful, most likely your body and appearance, has been influenced by thoughts and ideas about it being unworthy, unhealthy, and perhaps even dirty. So it's that feeling not good enough, especially on past events or how you've allowed yourself to be treated in the past. And I think all of us can put our hands up and we've allowed ourselves to kind of be misused or abused in a way, because we didn't see our own self-worth or didn't love ourselves enough to respect ourselves enough. So part of you that is natural and beautiful, most likely your body and appearance, has been influenced by thoughts and ideas about it being unworthy, unhealthy, and perhaps even dirty. So a part of you has had to evolve and exist in a less than healthy way. It is time to clean up your act, not of your natural looks, but of the way you have thought about yourself. Something beautiful has been treated badly, and it is now up to you to begin to reframe your ideas and thoughts, and therefore your experiences of yourself, your body, your worth, your ability to attract others, and to see yourself as worthy of love, respect, and consideration. That goes for both the divine masculine, divine feminine. This card is really for both. This fear of not being accepted for who you are. Let this strong survivor mermaid show you how to love yourself and your appearance again, and rise above the rubbish and the stink of negative conditioning regarding your beautiful body and unique self. You are beautiful and very worth loving. This is the only truth that must be told at this time. Okay. Let's do this lady with the Bosch egg for the feminine side here. 31. The message is ancient wisdom. The lady with the Bosch egg is the one in this lifetime who has been chosen to keep safe and sometimes keep secret deep esoteric knowledge. Throughout history's most troubled times, there have always been courageous beings ensuring that sacred knowledge was kept alive. Even though the world may burn and disasters befall humanity, and wars take down cities, there will always be those brave souls who will take the knowledge, represented by the Bosch egg, camouflage it, and keep it safe so that at a later time, when the world is finally ready, we can all learn. The lady speaks. My town is on fire, the night sky is full of screams and smoke, and I have done what I can to safeguard this treasure from the sacred library. I will keep it safe, record its wisdom, and ensure that these truths stay alive for a future time. I hope that you understand the history of the knowledge you crave, and respect and acknowledge the freedom of the times you now live in, and do the work yourself. It may be that at some time you too will find my egg, and that you are the person chosen to speak of the knowledge others thought was lost. Or it may be that you too are a guardian of wisdom. If you are, know when to keep silent, know what to keep to yourself, and know that some secrets come to light at the right time. I bring you now the symbols of the alchemists, the secrets of the Gnostics, and the wisdom of the magicians and the witches and the herbalists, all saved for this time in this strange form of the egg. About speaking the truth, I picked up on Lily the cat. It's like, well, if the cards say this is what needs to be spoken, it's what needs to be spoken. There's a time. Okay, it's a time to keep quiet, and there's a time to share the knowledge. So I'm not going to hold it up again. The divination message. It may feel to you that you are receiving wisdom from ancient sources and that some of its energy may feel unfamiliar to you, even dark. It is likely that you are receiving messages from times when people like you, misfits and mystics, were oppressed and punished for their natural gifts. Explore at this time something to do with the Renaissance or medieval times and understand that the knowledge was brought through to you, a very fortunate being living in very fortunate times. Keep it safe, learn all that you can, explore esoteric symbology, the history of magic and spirituality. Know now that while you are safe, you may wish to keep silent about certain practices. Okay. What did I pick up from that I wanted to say? I don't know, but I think it was quite important. It was when it said about keeping quiet for certain practices, and it's like, oh, don't make me question whether or not we put this reading out because of the distractions. Normally I'm stopped better than that. So, I was thinking about the misfits and the mystics, how I was just going to say I most definitely would have been used as an example of a rebellious being. Hey, don't live in those times, I live in these times where I should be. Let's look at Death and the Maiden. So the message is invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. A leering skeleton is looming over a beautiful naked young woman and doesn't seem to have any idea of how its presence is affecting her. It is not aware of, and it is not interested in her response, her reality, or her needs. The skeleton represents true death, the relentless ego, and is way too close for comfort. The vulnerable young woman is cowering and feeling herself frozen as its unwanted hand touches her. So death speaks. I am full of needs, I am hungry for life force. I need to be close to this young one, as she has all that I long for, and all I have not created for myself. I will simply hover about her, and take from her that which I want, her warmth, her energy, her emotions, and her beauty. She is an extension of me. What I want, I will take. And I love her too, very much. So much I may just consume her entirely. The Maiden speaks. So I really feel that's kind of like the masculine's energy of this love here. But because this death card is actually draining the feminine's energy, let's see what the feminine wants to say. I thought this was love, but now I can see and feel that this is invasive. It says it cares for me, and yet it just seems to want to take from me. This no longer feels right, but I feel helpless and vulnerable. What can I do? How do I break free? And what if what it says is true, that it loves me, and I am fearful for no reason? So there's that trust in here. Divination message. There is a very... okay, I've got no drink. Okay, get off my elbow. There... Sorry, guys. There is a very out of balance relationship between you and another at this time. It may be that you are deaf, taking too much and imposing on another, and all the while blind as this skeleton to the truth. Or it may be that you are the maiden and have no defences against another who is draining you, claiming all the while to love you. You may have been drawn into the drama and colour and entertainment of a relationship that is full of highs and lows and passion, but you are now discovering that it is tiring, draining, and lacking in respect. It's time to truthfully assess this relationship and take steps to be safer, more protected, and more respected. Do not attempt to convince death of its problems. Those real people will only draw closer, cling harder, and convince you that you have a problem, not them. You may feel fear as to what they will do once you separate from them, as they are vindictive and malicious. Freedom is worth the trial of separating. Ask yourself, is this relationship healthy for me? If the answer is no, then you must take steps to go. I can see Callie, glamour, intrigue, drama, and Callie, from death comes rebirth. I don't really know how to end this reading. Okay. I was going to pull a card from the new deck. It was the beauty card yesterday. It was your spiritual gifts the day before. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Covered catches. Why do I want to sing? We're having a heat wave. Now, wouldn't that be nice? Always seems to rain when I go to Amsterdam. Okay. But it's cool. It's all good. There's one for the masculines. And then there's one for the feminines. Okay. I'm going to do the feminines first. The miracle of forgiveness. Archangel Jeremiah. Thank you, Jeremiah, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. So there's this forgiveness here on the feminine's on the side. The masculine here is fearful of judgment. Let's see what this card wants to say. In every challenging area of your life right now, there is an opportunity to forgive. Forgiveness is a deconditioning of the mind. It is the process that takes place when we let go of fear and choose to love instead. It is a miraculous procedure that breaks down the barricades that shut off our heart and soul from the most divine and abundant of experiences. Your guardian angels are encouraging you to choose forgiveness today, as you deserve to experience only love in your life and on your spiritual journey. The angels know you can give yourself a hard time over past choices. They are shining their light of healing and support on you and encouraging you to forgive yourself and let go of any thoughts of regret or pain. Unforgiving or resentful thoughts, whether towards yourself or anyone else, just become a weight, a drain on your body and mind. Your angels are here to set you free from the past and remind you it doesn't exist. It is the present moment that is real. You are here now. Trust this and allow yourself to move forwards. You are forgiven. Now forget it. So the feminine energy here is really a surrender. It's a non-attachment to any kind of outcome. Okay. So Archangel Jeremiah. Jeremiah's name means mercy of God, and he is the angel who allows us to look back over our life and gain clarity on where we are today. He is a miracle worker, and he helps us bring the flame of forgiveness into our heart so we can move forwards in a more fearless and powerful way. You can invoke his presence by visualising his bright yellow, orange and gold aura surrounding you. Let's look what the masculines have got. Leap of faith. I'm ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me. That's nice. I've got goosebumps. That's nice. Leap of faith. Real goosebumps. Oh, they're still going. Real chills with this one. The angels are encouraging you to make the change you've been pondering for a while. This change is absolutely guided, and even though you're not entirely sure what's going to happen next, if you take the leap of faith, if you take the leap with faith and trust in your heart, you'll be guided safely to the next step along your path. Your angels want you to visualize that you have wings on your back so that you can fly high like them. Now is the time to take my hair out of my mouth. Okay. A leap of faith isn't about hoping something's going to turn out positive, it's knowing that it is. It's about trusting God and your angels to carry you safely to the ground. There are so many changes going on in your life right now, and you have the opportunity to move on to the next phase. This is an exciting time, so bring your angelic friends on the journey with you. They are desperate to be invited. Okay, so they're very inquisitive about what's going to happen. They want to kind of watch this story unravel, as we all do. Okay, let's get some archangel guidance. It's this devil here, like with her breasts out, and I don't know, it's just like, obviously I'm going to Amsterdam, I'm going to be near the red light district. It's not really where I hang out, but it's just like, yeah, just with her breast hanging out into the fire. Let's get one for the feminines. Yeah, you know what to do. Most definitely, the divine feminines are so being guided here. Just trust him. Just trust in how things unfold, how they unravel, and just how they reveal themselves. So you know what to do. It's a good card to have. It's a good mantra to have. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. You are far wiser than you realise, and your inner wisdom has already given you the answers that you seek. Embrace this knowledge and trust it. If you're doubtful, ask me to give you clear signs to validate your thoughts and ideas. I can also help you put your ideas into action and make decisions about the next steps to take. Just ask me and then be willing to work with me by taking action. Working with Archangel Ariel. Ariel helps to illuminate cloudy situations by lighting your pathway. He usually only lights one step at a time, however, so you may not be able to clearly discern the ultimate outcome of your actions, but you will know what step to take next, all along the way with Ariel's help. Let's get one for the masculines. And I feel like I want to end actually on a postcard from Spirit for each side. Spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. It feels really weird because it feels like it's a masculine kind of advising the feminines and then the feminines advising the masculines. Just with a masculine here on the actual card. Look, he's holding the flame there. And then the spread your wings here. I'd say that's kind of like the feminine. Okay, spread your wings. Although you may feel intimidated by the prospect of change and by the thought of moving past your comfort zone, you're ready to fly high. Welcome new opportunities and know that it's safe to follow your heart and dreams. Keep your focus upon love, service, and avoid naysayers or skeptics. Remember that you inspire others with your story of turning challenges into victories. So working with Archangel Ariel. Ariel loves all living beings and gladly helps them all. She's a master manifester, and she's especially supportive of people who are healers, teachers, and service workers. She's very partial to the environmental area, and she works closely with the nature angels to protect and heal animals, particularly the birds, animals, and fish who live near or in the water. One way to work with Ariel is to participate in environmental work, including picking up trash near a lake, stream, or ocean, donating time or money to an environmental cause, or switching to environmental friendly cleaning supplies. Okay. So that being near water, we spoke so much about this King of Cups and this watery energy. Let's finish on this postcard from Spirit, and then I'm going to get off. Let's get a message for the feminines. That one wanted to really flip over. I'm going to pull one now for the... No, we'll wait. We'll pull one for the masculines in a minute. The feminines, love your dreams. Dear you, human beings spend a huge percentage of life asleep, not just in bed, but the kind where you forgot you are a spiritual, immortal being taking on a temporary human form. It's not your fault. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while. As you develop an identity, an ego, you begin to see through the eyes of a small self and have less connection to your soul self. You may not recognise this is going on, but you sure can feel it. We're here to remind you to look through your soul's eyes and see that magic is everywhere. Infinite potential lies in spirit, who is teaming with you to fulfill the contract you made to contribute to the evolution of the whole world. Wake up and remember that all the help you need is orchestrated in the invisible realms. Your mind, in alignment with divine intelligence, is unstoppable. The world is yours to co-create. You are so loved and we are all behind you. It just kind of brought me to this card here. About lining up. It's like having a soul contract that you're here to fulfill. Okay. Divine Masculines, let's have a look. You are divine beauty. Wow, it's touching both on actually feeling worthy of this love and an acceptance of each other for who they authentically are. Okay, dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave and you will have the courage. Act as if you are loved and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you feel. How you think is how you will see the world. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much, rainbows explode in the ether. Okay. I'm going to end on a Rumi. I don't know, it's the rainbow mention made me want to go for a Rumi card. And, okay. This is a joint one. A joint message. Okay, yeah, I see you. Whirling Goddess. Number 30. Lose your head, not a single thread that has a head can go through the eye of a needle. Come, my love, are you dizzy yet? If you can still find your feet, then that is okay with me. But if you can still find your head, then I will take issue. There is a great dance, but it cannot be danced with choreographed steps. Why these words? No, this great dance demands a response rather than an initiation, a reaction rather than a direction. So let us dissemble and lose our heads to the great music, the rhythm held steady in our beating hearts. Our feet shall be moving whilst our minds, inadequate to the task, take the night off. There is somewhere you are meant to be. Yeah, I know, Amsterdam. Quite excited. Well, we'll be once, a bit later on. There is somewhere you are meant to be. It is here now in this moment. There is a gift right under your nose, the fragrant wine in your glass, gleaming red as the most precious rubies. To be here now, you must pass through the keyhole. But your head will tell you this is not possible unless the door is unlocked. Even though your body is passing through the keyhole of that locked door into the endless world beyond, leave your mind to be in its struggles for a moment. Without you laying witness to it, your mind will become like the dog howling for his master's return. Even as he steps out of the front door, frustrated temporarily, he will chew on some shoes, then fall asleep peacefully until his master returns. So leave your mind trusting, chewing a little, until you are truly through the keyhole, when it can rest. Leave it be. Instead, come dance with me. This oracle brings you a message. You are at a point of growth where your mind can hold you back rather than urge you forward. If you have, like so many, used your mind to support you, to shore up your sense of self in the world and to gain a sense of certainty about how the world works, then this is no easy leap. It will seem as though you are being asked to pass through the keyhole. Of course, your mind will stop and argue for all the reasons why the door should be opened instead of remaining closed, making the task seem so much harder than it needs to be. But this is the mind in resistance. Don't place too much stock in the claims that life should be other than it is. You are being asked to dance rather than understand, to lay the thoughts to rest and to come alive. It is the bravest, most trusting soul that dares put the mind to one side and say, tonight we dance, my heart and I, in the great rousing music of the beloved's beating heart, and I will not miss one step. And to awaken the next day and do that all over again and again and again. You are ready, you see, sweet soul dancer. You are ready to live beyond what you know, to have it not matter if you don't understand how life can work itself out, or how it could be that someone so normal and ordinary as you and I could also be so magnificent, wild and divine. The need for answers and plans, assurances and explanations is passing out of your world now. You are not to wait for permission, for explanation, or even for another dance partner, for I am already inviting you onto the great dance floor. You are to let go of any stigma around not knowing. When someone asks you what you are going to do next, or how you are going to manage, you are given the divine mandate, with relish, reveal the truth. I do not know. Not knowing and dance. Sorry, it doesn't even say not knowing. I'm just like making up my own stuff now. Know nothing and dance soul for all, and dance sweet soul, for all will unveil itself to you in perfect harmony and timing. Your heart shall create the steps in response to the music of the spheres, happening now, alive and spontaneous and free. This oracle brings you a special message. I've got to get this message out. Okay. If there is an issue apparently unsolvable or unknowable in your life now, the divine is handling it. The divine is in the middle of it, working through the knot and unraveling it. Fear not, do the sacred ritual and give yourself permission to take the night off from worry. Repeat this heavenly prescription daily as needed. Okay, so sacred honouring ritual. Say aloud, I give my heart permission to lead this dance. I give my mind some time off. No more worry or doubt, planning or resisting. Instead, I surrender. Instead, I open. Instead, I allow, and I allow. And all unfolds with perfection, divine timing, and the miracle of grace. With Rumi as my sole witness, so be it. You have completed your honouring ritual. And I've completed this weekend reading. If I do jump on over the weekend, it will be on Facebook. It will not be on YouTube. It's just an easier platform to work with whilst away. So do follow over on Facebook at the Channel of Love 666. I'm not sure what will go on. It depends kind of how my weekend goes. But I will most definitely catch up with you guys soon. So I hope that you take the night off, or 2 or 3, and give your mind a rest. Okay, let's just leave it there. Have a fantastic weekend, guys, and I will catch up with you soon. Take care, much love. Bye for now.